Finally. Okay.
Danganronpa.
I want to see if this is working. The thing I'm above needs to go down. Do we not have like a... Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Dankeschön. Okay. For some reason, sometimes the thing just doesn't even work. Going live. Okay. He was talking about Celeste has an account of what happened. Okay, so where's Celeste now? Someone had my arm. She was there, but at the same time, not there. What's it gonna be? I hate talking to you.
Da 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 da!
Wait, so I just can't leave? That's different. Weird. Hey. Oh. A strange stain on the carpet. What is it? Ah, I should have seen that. Okay. Okay. This was in the boys' zone. Okay, what the hell? What reason would anyone have?
Indeed. However...
What is
well...
it? You have nothing to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder.
So then...
Before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time. Thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
Goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. Okay. And Chihiro's handbook is missing. That's definitely worth worrying about. Okay, examine her body. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Okay, round with some kind of rope. Rope has a plug. Ah, okay. The more I think about it, that's not the only thing that concerns me. bow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. Yeah, I know. What does this all mean? Yeah, but those ones have like scissors. Is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Okay, I need to go to archive again. I hope y'all don't mind me eating. What the fuck? There's nothing else to look at. There's literally nothing else to look at. Yeah, I know. What else do you want me to look at in here? Okay, well, I guess I have to talk to them. Yeah, cheers, contact. And back
Of course.
Oh! I missed all of that. I should have seen that. I should have read that probably. I used it, you spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura? I've used it nearly every day since it's opened up. Sometimes Tina and I use it together. Okay, then let me ask you something. I see. But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. Protein coffee? In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and then down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, left a stain. Exactly. I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume. Yeah, obviously, the carpets were switched. This was switched. Okay, are we done? Can I leave now? Thank you. Wish I didn't even go in there. I'll be good to the archive. No, the flippity floppiting plug. Lamp won't turn on. But last time I saw it, it was definitely on, and it was right here. Byakuya was using an extension cord. I wonder if... Exactly. The extension cord was used. Oh, there's two lamps. Okay. Someone got rid of the laptop. The laptop's gone. Oh my god. I didn't even realize this room was there. Literally nothing here. Okay, well I have to look for Byakuya and Celeste. Where would they be? Where is everyone? Oh. Chokina. Or no, Celeste. Celeste, Westy, Bestie. Hey. This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to work, or from food to clothes to towels. There's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were gonna ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Very well, I will tell you, and only.
Actually,
Last night I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What? Really?
indeed.
It was right before nighttime.
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What?
Oh.
How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed straight to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this would have ever happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying, which means that the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Okay, thanks Celeste. Okay, where are we up to? Okay, I think we... Who can we talk to? Toko's not in a room anymore. Dining hall. I'm such a fatty, and I love it. Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before. She won't come out, and she just keeps on mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimmy, and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah!
Oh, but don't worry. I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating?
Huh?
A donut, of course. There's two things I'm sure God created. Outer space and donuts. I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, Who did she spend time with?
Well...
Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't hang around with the other girls much. It's like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused.
Yeah, totally.
Yep, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It's like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but be totally fine with the opposite sex? Chihiro, I can relate to you on that one. I can relate to you on that one, girl.
Ah!
Oh wait, maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? Or she could have been a homosexual. You softer than a homosexual. You think so? You never really saw her as that type of girl. Blah 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 blah. Yada yada doo.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's the moment you remember. Please
Yes,
go through the rest.
Yes, I remember. Well, it's time for the class trial. Time for the class trial. Time for the class trial. Oh, what the hell are you doing here?
So is everyone ready to what? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not here.
And Toko is...
You really don't remember?
Come on!
Kidding, I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie, I'll go dragging her out of her. I go drag her out of here. Out here, kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please.
Just like that, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I couldn't believe he would drag a girl around. Terrible, you're terrible!
So, everyone's here now, right?
So hustle on into the elevator and let's get the show on the road. See you guys down there.
Let's go.
So let's get going. Time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek, nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. Okay. Are we, like, ready to go then? There's something odd about Toko's behavior. I do not think mere shock is enough to explain it. Okay, well, let's go.
It's true.
Yes. I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked into the elevator, toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Okay, good. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. The steel box sank with the heavy clunking sounds, deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. Until finally, it came to a sudden stop. What's up, guys?
What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting?
Don't waste your time. Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Very
Good, you're rip-raring to go. I gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
well.
Okay then, let's get this show on the road.
Thrills,
Everyone,
chills,
please.
kills.
Shut up.
Everyone please find your assigned seats.
Finally, I don't have to I don't have to do the voices anymore. And so, the curtain opened once again. A deli house trial. Yeah, I get it. A deli welly a deli welly shady buddy 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 boo Betty boo boo bear. Oh wait, so I can have different ones now. Okay, I don't need that right now. Oh, I need that, I need that. What's memorizing fate? That's great. That's a good one. That one. Okay. I think we're ready. Class trial, all rise. Chapter 2.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. And the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
First, we have to make it clear that what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Kind of obvious, but okay. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm excited. Oh, locker room dumbbell. Well, I think I know what it is now.
Chihiro's fatal injury.
I needed to
It
check
appears it was a head wound.
Yeah.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
What?
Shoot!
Oh.
Chihiro's fatal injury.
I did not.
It appears it was a head wound.
Yeah.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Exactly.
No, that's wrong!
No, that's wrong!
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell, found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood. And there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Calm down.
Yay! That's so creepy!
Shut up.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Yeah, well, I need to know who that is. Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. He really kills Chihiro. New element has been added to non-stop debate. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit any of these lines. So think of them as obstacles in your debate. But there's one way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the X button to attach the silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white ones, the time limit will decrease. Okay. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In which case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well then, good luck and have fun. Yay! Okay. I don't think I'm on gentle, though. Okay.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it.
Yes.
Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
No, that's wrong!
Boom, 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 boom. No, that's wrong!
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file
Okay.
while I was looking around the archive in the
Yeah, I
library.
don't know what's going on myself,
I
though.
guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kinda weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for more importantly. It outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
Shut up. Shut up!
No. It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
They're always suspended.
I got it! Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
You could have been... You read it, though. So it could be you, Byakuya.
So, how did the culprit know about this, when only high-level police officials were aware of it?
What if the culprit is a high-level police official?
There's only one logical answer, It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes. In fact, it's Toko.
What? Sorry, I was just putting down something. What?
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 Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
You lie!
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has, like, bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle. Man,
Oh, right,
why has
because
this gotta be so complicated?
dissociative identity disorder. Even though that's not how dissociative identity disorder works, but, like, we'll... Just for the sake of this story, we'll pretend that this isn't slightly ableist. The answer is that she's not just one person, but she's multiple people. I know. No. What is it supposed to be? Well, dude. A. How... Well, I guess I'm dead. Woohoo! Yes, please.
I refuse to give up yet!
Yeah, thanks. Give me another try if I fear I just did bad. Okay, so... S. It's not I. Is it? No, it's not I. It's O. What is it supposed to be? C? No. 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 No, they're not gonna say that. They're not gonna say that word, right? No. 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 We can't...
Now I understand!
Guys, you can't say that anymore. You can't say that. Guys.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
That's not schizophrenia.
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file, too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay.
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after
The only thing that shows Toko should have her behavior.
I got it! You're talking about how
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
She's dead. Yeah, she's weird. Yeah, I remember.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
Let him out. Man.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid.
Yeah.
How? Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Oh my god, you snitch, bro.
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
Bro, that's so mean. Honestly, Toko, now I'm on your side, even though I've hated you for most of the game. But I'm on your side.
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
TikTok audio!
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only yourself to blame. You
came
to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise...
Shut up. You don't know it was her. You don't know. Maybe. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Don't let Genocide Jack ever happen.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
Yeah, what?
That's the only reason I promised.
Honestly, Toko, I don't blame you. I would too.
How many times do I
Not
have
with
to
him,
tell
though.
you?
Ew.
I never said that. But you weren't able to do it.
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
But your efforts were useless.
God,
What
I
a
actually feel bad for her.
disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person? You don't mean...
Toko's body suddenly lunged backward. Yeah, that's not that's not how dissociating works, but okay.
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
Oh my god, I love this girl. Oh my god, I love her already. She is a... Oh my god, she's a iconic already.
What the heck?
Already iconic.
So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
She's so intense.
Like they say, sound and murderous mind, sound and murderous body.
Sure.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
No.
The world is composed of a front and a
No,
back,
I understand it. I understand her vibe.
Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie.
She might be my new favorite character. I'm not gonna lie.
Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
Okay, calm down. This is the murderous fiend that genocide Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water.
What's up?
I think I don't know how I actually called that.
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds. Just kidding.
Then, it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid! And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for
She's too
Chihiro's
cool.
death.
She's too cool to go out this class trial. She's too cool.
There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
No, I don't think she's the killer.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed.
Yeah, but the thing is, she told you. I mean, yeah, because she's in love with you or whatever,
Well,
but like...
let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack.
Or maybe she has a foot fetish, we don't know.
If a secret like
How would
that
you know that?
came
How
to
would you
light,
know?
Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Yes! My queen! Queen!
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster!
Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about this. Okay. Okay, let's go. Status of the dead body. Okay. I'm actually ready. I'm ready.
Sorry, but I didn't...
Oh my god. Okay.
Kill anyone!
You say
Okay,
that,
I don't
but
think
do
she
you
did.
really expect any of us to
I don't
believe
think she
it?
killed anyone.
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking!
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
No, it doesn't.
No,
There's no scissors. And also,
Are
all
the
of her...
methods of murder really exact?
Also, all of her victims were male, so that also doesn't work.
Exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
Love her.
I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no...
Let me rephrase that, in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
No scissors. The murder weapon.
I got it! For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
Yeah. Pair of scissors.
But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from...
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right! In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce!
What is that supposed to mean?
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
Yeah.
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right. The second difference is how she was suspended. All the victims were stabbed through their hands. What was used to
I got it!
suspend her? Yeah.
Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her?
She used the extension cords. Which is kind of weird. By the way, like, that's just weird.
They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrist.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous specifically...
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Big Mac.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
They're all male.
Figure that out, and it'll...
They're all male. Because she was
I got it! Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
Bingo, bullseye, right on the money.
I love her. Love
In
her.
all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Yeah.
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men!
Oh my god, she's a man-hater. Oh, I know she has used the hashtag I hate my boyfriend.
I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it.
She's a yaoi lover as well.
But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So, since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy.
No.
That's not all there. It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to survive.
No, but she does it
Quiet,
professionally.
lowly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
Oh, now you're offended.
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
Exactly.
That does make some amount of sense. Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class, envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. They're still...
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, she brought them with her.
Da-da-da!
Yeah, girl.
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong, you Can you gutter dogs, all of you? Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
Exactly.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
One person. It would be Mr. Tagami.
Here's my answer.
It was you.
Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Well, I don't know, but I hope so.
Then, the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it.
But he's just not
The
getting
adorable
it.
glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
The way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
Yeah. It's suspicious, very suspicious indeed, wouldn't you agree? Seems nobody searched the locker room, so let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary.
Okay then, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh. Wait, what am I supposed to... Truth flashback. If you aim at a weak spot, then you'll memorize that weak spot. Oh, okay. Hold down. If you shoot or change the... disappear from your... okay. Okay, so you have to use something someone says to be able to do that.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room...
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
Not very smart.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before
Oh yeah,
we found
before
the
we
body.
found the body, so
But
how would he
was acting
know?
weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room...
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro.
Bam!
No, that's wrong!
Yes! I knew it. How would you know it's Chihiro if you'd
I'll
only
tell
just
you
found
what's
the
so
body?
strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro...
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than...
It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing
What's
to
the
do with him.
matter? You're not finished already, are you?
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh?
Am I dumb? Library desk lamp.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Yeah!
You have seen it. You have seen it.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
Yeah.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message.
Wait, how would he kill her if it's in the girls' locker room?
I intentionally made it look... Is that about... What's wrong?
Hell yes, that's what happened.
I don't disagree with
you. He kept calling this a game, right?
Yeah.
So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
I can't...
Sorry, I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to?
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Wait. What was that just now? Something not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room. Does that mean... Can I really just accept what Byakuya said as the truth? She could have been killed somewhere else.
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that.
She was quite like that.
How could the scene of the crime...
Well, I think it's along with the rest.
That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
Maybe Byakuya never even realized that this actual scene of the crime could have been around.
Don't just move on without permission!
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder...
Yeah, something that was switched. It was... posters.
I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is... the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Oh, my queen, I love you.
Meanwhile,
you're so amazing,
the boys' locker room had...
Toko, you're honestly my favorite now.
A poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, That doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
You don't know.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I note. You know what I'm talking.
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
I got it!
Yeah.
The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think?
What?
In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but
Yeah.
why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go to all that trouble
Because they're the
of switching
opposite
scene
gender
of the
and they
crime?
wanted to pin it on the other one.
Actually,
like they wanted
an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly...
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Okay. Broken e-handbook.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I've got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook! She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
No, that's
Broken.
wrong.
That's broken.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
You can borrow
Actually,
it.
the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup! Hit the nail square on the noggin!
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst! You can't fix an e-handbook! The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring!
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just... wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then,
Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room, and Byakuya is the one who did it. Really? But I still don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second. I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room.
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait! Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting.
Huh? Well, all right then. Huh? Now then, what is it?
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead, and where she took us was... Okay, the murder... yeah. Scene.
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom! What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time. Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully.
Kyoko, can you stop
Take
being
your
a
time.
freak?
Examine her.
No, wait. No, I'm not even listening to what that creep has to say right there. I am so done! Must be the devs in self-inserts. God.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just... based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just...
Okay.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
Oh my god, she's also a Yuri lover. Oh my god. Toko, you are my favorite.
That's not
my
it
God,
at
you're
all.
the best.
Stop screwing around.
Okay. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this...
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
She has a day. She has a day.
This girl is
Is what?
a boy!
What? Actually,
I
she has a
see.
day.
So she was actually a he.
Okay.
What?
You're joking, right?
Yeah, what?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Okay, so so I guess he was a femboy.
And it's really true?
Chihiro was... a guy?
So our femboy's dead. Great.
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck,
Right.
I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
Then he was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
Okay. Girl, this might be something I don't agree with you on, but let's forget about you said that.
So
Let's forget you
that's
said
what
that.
Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of
Okay, back to the trial.
Ahem. I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
So a girl must have been the murder. Because... No, wait, no. I don't know.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
That did not age well. Yeah, Monokuma, you can't really say that anymore.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion.
It depends, I guess.
The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room, and the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but... yeah.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little... off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All...
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. we still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting.
Shut up.
This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
Oh.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Why would you do that,
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
You're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility, because if we're wrong...
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
If Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means the killer was a guy. Since the crime scene was in the boys' locker room, you needed boys now. It had to have been a guy. I need to find out more clues. Okay, select.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
Shoot!
Okay, that was not...
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer.
Nope.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Yeah.
Whatever! Just...
It was last night. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always
wouldn't have been allowed
declined.
to.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much, enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
What a marvelous friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously?
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to, but fine.
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same.
Well, if I remember right, do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro?
Perhaps.
Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? I don't understand.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise.
Yes.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
How'd you know it was blue? How'd you know it was blue? How'd you know it was blue? How'd you know it was blue?
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
How did you know it was blue?
Huh? When Celeste testified a few minutes ago...
She didn't say it was blue. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then I assumed he headed off to exercise.
She never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you... You just...
Hey, Celeste. What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
It was blue.
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it.
We just said that the killer disposed of it.
The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died! That's the only possibility!
Cherry? Are you talking about
about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either.
Yeah.
According to Celeste's testimony,
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it. To put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
Because I hate him. Where's acting?
There was a certain turning point that maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently.
Oh.
You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You notice such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
Okay, well...
No, not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah! He would never do something like that! This is a false accusation!
It's true. My reasoning...
That was...
Well, this does present us with a problem.
That's what my little ghost...
Oh yeah, that reminds me.
Really?
Actually, you know...
Jeez, did your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
It's Chihiro's, isn't it?
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was...
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
Fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're...
Is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of... Did the handbooks get broken?
Weak
I
point.
got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then
we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right? I think it's a necessary piece of information.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already! Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... When it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
Wait, that's Mondo's then.
I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, 'cause I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried.